the reality on the ground is actually exposing. Say you entro ankrofobinum edi ye edebe pay to me no. Entro na shase a expose omo. Really. Me asem moda bia vidisa no say na what happened about saying and abeye possible say enkrofobinum omo criticize say a special sector under Nana Danko Kufuado aban ne breso no ene omo ene di mpanfo e was our sector. So now the reality has catch out to say and yen nsema amanfo bi kan opposition no ene omo yo nampo no si ebetumi akese nampo na de omo ye ne no ebro de na sabio MPP fo mpanfo ana omudi aban na anim omo ye ewo sabio MPP abreso na ene meshana trase na yedi different situations and different sema and this for kan in opposition ene omo ba sabio aban mu yi bibia kire say they are doing completely the other side. Just say the omo kaye the na MPP aban eya omo to omo ano edisi MPP aban so no ene NDC for baye omo ye de bro the na MPP for ye no so sansem we na masisa home videos home pictures bra na NDC for eka sansem no na me di ni na bra wene said ye be ya me ka won ka se ma sheda na me di tro na we be video evidence ya actually say yes indeed this is what they said and this is what they are doing. In the case yemuram na yenim komo kakra ene de be ne ha ene nsema ye be ye no ene madika boso akire no exposing the lies of the NDC na yame nko anene medi sa adwuma no mene mi a ye frɛ na Senyor Emmanuel Amprenu oye MPP voter regional youth organizer hopeful oyobia owo yen kan say intention say bibia ekoyi abatu ya ye ba betu yi ede yi MPP fo mpanfo no ono be person ko akogina ede ama voter region as a youth organizer ono na menen ne eba be din komo na ya toto eja ede akọ camp no so enam the incompetency of these people enti ene atana say anti minimi Emmanuel ene be din komo high ne concerning issues, hot issues, political issues, evidences are here be expose the NDC in government. Ma me fan check here Emma Mimia or say Anthony and me anka say Mimia be dofu baba pe Esther K but the mama me che oyepa. Ye baba shasi na ya go deep into this the story of today. Now I don't know what happened actually, but a baby at 2015 situation and Ghana or mine ye womb apra na ye John Mahama AD Ghana Konyana. And now Benoka said 2025, 2026. You are saying Ejina the same position. Miriaba Diana appear. Mama, comment style, spirit of style burning. In 2026. Just 1 year after Mahama is in power, the same situation has come back to us. History always repeats itself. Now, when you video where you video where na boy am say, hey, it is an reality. Enti papa ya friend Mahama on se sada. Enti aja Mahama se on se sada. Hey, ayasemo. Na yewura Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia, the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana, 7th January 2029, inshallah, when we Dr. Bawumia, our president, 2015, or can be Yɛwura Bawumia o can say be 2015. Na ɛda me pɛsɛ me nsan mo sa video no nkyerɛ wo. Ho. Today, me pɛsɛ me mo sa video no nkyerɛ na me mfa my open video. Na transe wo ba bi owo. Na fire comparison of what is happening today. Na ka kyerɛ me sɛ bibi asesa wo. Sɛ asɛm bi wɔ hɔ Dr. Bawumia ka ya. Sɛ asɛm bi wɔ hɔ deɛ Dr. Bawumia ka ya wo believe sɛ ne and now me no kasa 2026 enye the same na wa twa no comment section ho na me no wadi ho kom. History repeats itself, but Ghanaians don't want to hear. Mahama wabon to the point to say abusiamfo oman na yetimu no agwese NDC fo no omolake adwene a yɛde tena se ɛfa adwene ɛde bu ɔman enti yɛka initiatives yɛnhyɛ adeɛ bi ase na yɛmpagye ɔman ne nkɔ n'anim ɔmo ne bio deɛ ɔmo yɔ nyinaa ne sɛ ɔmo ba deɛ ebinom ayɔ ato hɔ a bra bɛ yɔ bɛsa nso di batem no ɛno na ɔmbɛtaforo ho ana ɔmo kɔ ɛna na obi ka asɛm bi ɛwɔ another platform so sɛ ɔyɛ MPP ni a ɔyɛ communicator Osibra na yewo 2024 campaign no. So mo kwatra a TV so na NDC fo na keka nsem kese na hwan na omo wie show no na omo si forma. Osi almost every NDC communicator they na omo kan kire MPP communicators na say mo adibi eye mo nkoma yenso yemra medibi. Which tells you directly say dinti na omo pekwanya baba mu no. And yet because they wanted to come and change something, do something good for your life or do something better for the society. Just because they need money. They want a way that they can enrich themselves. More. Because I buy more. Imagine say Ghana, I don't know our annual generated income. I buy managing. Now buy managing is $2 billion, $3 billion, $4 billion. I normal say so ye aban payfo a now we are cromfort to send this for just one term 4 years in government utimi rich emani ye especially omo di ministerial positions no. So their intention all was how to come in and rob Ghanaians ye nkone nkobo nkrofo no kro no because ye ka omuntie Bawumia Kenyans asem no omuntie Nanado Kenyans asem no muntie enti yankone nkobo won kro no. That is the intention on which these guys came in power, and that is what is going on. In fact, video we presenti ni ye pa video we 215 and you about Bawumia eka nsem we na tie na fa compare ne de ekoso e wo Ghana by mutie.
What Dr. Bawumia said while he was in the Upper West region.
Look at what is happening in Ghana today, and you will have no conclusion, but the fact that this NDC government is the most incompetent, uncaring, and corrupt government this country has ever seen. Why do I say so? Last night, I received the news, as all of you have received, that upon all the troubles we are going through and trying to survive this phenomenon that they have inflicted upon us for the last 3 years, they have decided to increase the price of fuel by 9%. How uncaring can you be? This is the government that said, I care for you. Where is the care? Don't you have any empathy for the suffering of our people? You have to increase in this period where people are trying to buy diesel, to run generators, businesses and individuals. This is your thank you to them, to increase further the price of petrol and diesel and other fuels. And this is why we are saying this is the most uncaring government. If you are a teacher today, if you've been employed even for 2 years, after working for 2 years, they will pay you 3 months' salary. Isn't that the case? Is that caring? If you are a teacher trainee today, they've cancelled your allowance. Isn't that the case? And if they bring money for SADC, for the development of the North, they steal it. The NHIS is collapsing. Cash and carry is back. People are rejecting the NHIS cards. Today, pensioners cannot survive on the pensions. And therefore, my brothers and sisters, this is why we say we owe it a duty to the people of Ghana, to the people of the Upper West Region. We owe it a duty to all get up and work hard between now and the election in 2016 to change this government. It is time for change.
Yes, Abusiamfwe. And some way I would tin or wasumi. And man in your sabia ye, and Dr. Bawumia can say some more canoe. Ne mame, I, Nana acquire a full papa, the mama, and more quaba power, what to say. When you say Uncle Ponado, or here. Abusiam, as some you about me, I can. Or can 2015 more? Sansem na ye wura Bawumia kan in 2015 mono. Ene da bia ya menu gina ya mene kasai. Asem bi oho de wura Bawumia kan ya ene enkoso e wo man no mu ana. After how many years? 2015 to 2025. 10 years. After 11 good years. Ankasa biu akura mpo na wo no 2015 mo a me ba ye wo 2014. And I'm in it now. I attend to your pet. A crampo never na and Kawanyina could penso be. And so never my Ghana. Nanado Bayo Timmy Paja, as a son near Mamma, sub programs are never Honina. Yes, it they have forgone, ye trouble. Ghana folk or to about fire, Papa Samba, being the second coming of the John. Gyamfy, ye kofane baya, papaya sanya tria koyedi. 11 years back, and I was saying tria de ako. Ama ene video wa ye 2015. Se me portrait na man kan tell say 2015. E video wa obeka say enye no kore. Ade. Diabo ben ena Nyankopon e de abo Ghana fo e na manusunti eduru aba to so a. Na ya dane epinuma dane moa na omokwa kudi nkwasiafo sangwasefo achi 2015 nokre teacher trainees ne nursing training for na yempia wonka ena me no kasai the same thing allowances no yenko teacher training ne nursing training omonsa nko mo allowances ena me no kasai a teacher for 2016 no 2015 or 2026. A teacher for salaries and call. Allowances and call. And they do Sabakumasi for Nisu. In Shina FM for no Musu, said to Musa Dosu. All these programs, we didn't have them. Sandia Mafu Wenyanano, during another Bresono, we never and ever experience them. You experience a Korana, you experience it in such a normal way. In a sense, it's not a reasonable. And I say, in your explanations, to be an answer, say yes. If something is going on, it is going on because of this and that and that. And now I say, Abang Webedi Ghana Kunyay. 1 year, 2 months there. Adia mahama, Edia pa. Any or no, any Ninuya Ibrahim Mahama. How they can become more rich, wealthy over wealthy. Mahama Bedia Kunya will be shorter possible time. and they released $208 million loan from African Bank and Bawumia back voter and mining sites. And yet why I see another bank giving some money loan for 200 and something. Yet you have a pair of to pray. And another 2 mining sites. Macdam, the private airport, or the year Juma, and also Ibrahim Mahama is the home, Yaji the Amano. Chese, the economy of this country today is running on the head of John Mahama and his brother, because John Mahama has redirected the economy of the country from industries, farming, any other way of production, into mining. And the economy of the country is on mining. A good year to the Kitagana our economy. And take a look at it. Why not a good year more Jumano, Ejlan and Iso, Ibrahim Mahama. I have no problem if a Ghanaian, an indigenous Ghanaian man, becomes rich in the country through our resources. But it should not be said, because of being a president in Nimia able to me as a. That is what I don't understand. Ghana economy na anyansa fo binom to say Dr. Bawumia na another than Kufuado. Na omo building on the Ghana cocoa farm and na menusuntia na ye nyuma aban essay sika wo mura mabo akuafo. Because Nanado believe in the collective economy, whereby every single individual is a part of the economy. So Nanado expand the economy size, to the farming level, and planting for food and job by animal rearing, amount for more. Yet the one district, one factory by all these things were a way so that they are making an economy expansive, not involve everybody in the system. How be a binyane kakra. And the John Danagadra Mani Mahama Kwabedi Ghana Banya, and the economy of the country now runs only on the mining, only Sikafu. It's why when you're miner, and look at something. The actual professor Papa no said, what channel the economy in mining? What channel we ya? What science so as easy every Ghanaian from exporting good from the country? And this amphibia. Ghana mine, yes, Porto, you can say tons and tons and tons of gold. It goes through his brother's hand. Because Ghana buying quantity no only agency sika 400 million or 400 billion. So the 400 million Ghana city, $400 million. Edema Ghana Cocoa Board say on Gyamfy Nidra. But the Ghana Okwakudino Mani Nyamfaswo. A Ghana Kwan and ye Timmy Jitumu say, ye Kodisika Koko Hudra, ye Nyamfaswo. Ghana Bank Kwan Timima on one Kasa the agency Sikawo say on Gyamfy Nkoya Juma on Hyasum Faswo. Ye Najuma ye for a buying a sand tax the Pia Wonka. All because Mahama wants to position his family at a level whereby nobody in the country can be like them. Mahama wants to position his family at the center of the Ghanaian economy. The about to go to win an area. The Enya Mahama no. When we have a pay fast, the American veteran go nyaso and 10. All this man inside the man in here. Require more fast or your man alone 10. we be amateur say the priority you can say of the NDC lead by Mahama, and they say they must to make sure say Mahama family becomes one of the richest on the continent of Africa. Eti anyafo man na yekosa alai. Anyafo man na yenim de ye ya yekosa nkwase alai. Say yakoto abade ama Mahama because we promise you so be ma yadwuma. Obema ye wey 24-hour economy. Adwuma beba 133. Yeni agye atopa nkwase atopa. Ekosi say. Ye buemu amanfo so ne make ekita amanfo binom pa na ye kampo mu gina kwan mu na omu buato papa to say yes enema wo mo ye dede we nyina ene oman no mfaso obenya afiri mu no say oman panyini ne nwia ene di oman no so mfaso ye koye anase ye bae ye koye anase ye bae man ene wo wiase a bibi sei esi a onya ho asem nka man pa ene tumetra ne man mu eton ne man ede man nipa ba kopi we de ade na nado just because na the cousin I think say the no ye the secretary to the president be there too Gabi Ochedako. He has been rich always. And yet, Nyama Ananado Apresso no ye rich. Gabriel Chedako, I'm going to buy contract to Kurumpa, and so yet to Gabriel Chedako, de facto prime minister. Et me Bisagana for said, Yeura Ibrahim Mahama, is he the de facto prime minister in the NDC time? But Obia carry. Because Kofi TV na nibo Ibrahim Mahama edna be ko approaches okwa ko henani eti o ye good man ai atorenche musia Ibrahim Mahama betu amba spend $2,000 now the agility into every bad thing that he will do piano people don't see it that be American same we say Ghana for your problem akase we as a citizens we lack something called common sense in politics. I swear to my God. Monsieur Ghana for your problem be what we call the Ekasafan Ewaya Manyo Semuno. Sa problem no and Amakwa Manyo for AD and Apro. Because me no kasa yo bra tiemio. Ye wo kura hodo oga na man mu a potable water omo nibio omo nibi na omo anumo omo na mo atamale ko ho moa mponche ene nantwie ene nipa eno mu nsuo baako. But the people will not complain about that. Mimi Augustine yabo me mo akwaba Enkrofo no omote omanum no siminim se NDC fo aye omo aduro they will not complain about the problem aye omo ankasa omo problem. What they think about and say akufo de akwadwane wo pray mu. That is what they think. Mahama what private jet because of this manner of how we discuss about our leaders, you know, it gives them the way to fool us all the time. That is what is happening. And then this is for the young one. Jimmy Fitapa, Jimmy Fufu, it was some Ghanaians. Ya dream and Yakumo. Jimmy so the new Wakuma no more. We and Kobiamo, we are Kahok, we are part of you. And the NDC is actually doing what will make John Mahama and his family becomes the most richest family in the sub-Saharan Africa. Because Sammy Gyamfy Nabusuya Nibi. And it is Ibrahim Mahama, every year billions. na ono ya man some millions akogufia. He's okay with it. He don't care about you. But these were the people on the street under another administration who were everywhere insulting and attacking the MPP government. Now, all in Crawford money or money no man kwakoda. Now, Omwa ma no muntimu here. Now, president have formed the school free more aduane di more bida. Etia light be ne water be ma won printing fee PT and BBR. These guys were out there insulting the president, and Ghanaians fall into that cheap propaganda. And then Baby Ababedruno, and then they say, we are back in 2015 when they were doing so, when the price of the fuel was very high, when teachers and nurses were not paid, when teacher trainees and nursing trainees were not paid, when the utensils at the school were paid by students. That is where we are today. And the economy of the country is not like the one that we were living under another. Whereby obia ne kakra oyo contribute and not contribute to the economy and na be no sunte no da bia na nsakona no and the economy na nkasa no ye free enkrofo no ensem ena ye de ko Ibrahim mahama ena ne nkrofo mo nsem edunka economy no hu bi eni a waburo no ye nto eni a obayere no ye nto eni a sabi wo mo na wodo ye no aka wura mu. Because the socialism party, confused socialism party like NDC. Imagine that Mutim say was a buying or mine, enya sika, ensen or mine no mufuano. Eti omoba jisika bia free himself. Number ya hiafo. Na moya hiafo na mo chire mo a ye tumia command mo te say e ponche eni nine. Advice enya wo de genesa Pesi Genesa. The Omoriano, because sometimes we call parliament to the Omoka. And when you listen to the argument from the majority in the house, in some Omoka, you know, said that the majority is the group in charge of the in charge of the government business. Enti di aban beye, entutuye bi aban beye, enkoso bi aban person famra no. Eye the majority ni decide on that. But some crofo we ne omoko parliament, e chense na omoti opposition. E chense na omoti opposition. And this is still talking about the National Cathedral. Why audit na bomo na so. Instead of you to be ashamed of your conduct, say a munti and a Ghana mine a sika because a jumana ye no mo chronone mo dishonesty a woman to know yentima via jumano amaya bokakwa a causing loss to the state because en kamuja ya en kasa sika na mo kasa ashino nke na aye cathedral si ho a amanfo betimi akoto list wo said the monam America mo se dan tentene no enke ne Ghana nso obibi de kire jimifo en kwasiafo mawura parliament and the men no mo say MPP fo ewia Ghana mind omo banda omo be the parliament they are talking about the NDs the MPP yeah enuntia pambo no. That is what they are discussing. They are not thinking of how they can bring in new initiatives ebetumi ama oman no afa na ntu apafira na saa na decision oman na anu yenkoti akwa bisi ya man nkukọ. How can you change education from nkukọ nkete ekoche nkukọ a obitimi afọ nse omunyini no na akawa utia na ebekawa se utia ena ebekawa. uti nya so dia untumi nya nkokɔ nan na wo bi a wo han dan obi a wo han dan o han dan o se me de me nkokɔ na ebe han dan why amanga na fo ya hu bi o ya say ye ho me si ya ton ye kala TV akɔgye braka ho atabesi fie e na dan ye bosom e na ye ntumi nkasa e na dan ye bosom e na ye ntumi nkasa. Now listen to this. And this better kunya. Now the Yura Dr. Bawumia Nyansa Fukase atumi abone homodene in the last 4 years of their term in office. Atumi to gold nkwa from 8 tons to ana a gold reserve to 31 point something tons of gold. A grasifo we ba yesinya Jimini uchre ne bibia obese ho. Enkrofo we ba ye no. Omwatimi aton gold no 18 tons of the gold. And then omwasan dan omwani aba the country Ghana for say they are going to buy omwasan kwa koto gold fufuro aba be go bank. What sense does it make? Say ubeton ade at a cheaper price and sanast actually wasi akoto at a higher price. Krono ben na ekoso ho. Krono ben na ekoso ho. In any case, yabeba ho na yedin komo bet me guest aba etuma memfa no emra platform no so na yenka de wo ho. And then we are coming to expose the NDC lies, the propaganda and the chief politics that they did that and then aso won kon a omo entumi ho. Ofa Emmanuel. Hello.
Yes, sir. Pachote menka.
Pachote tonka pa me wako aba.
Pachote menka.
Tonka pa na oso
Me so mete onka just say I don't know, I say my line nemonye stable bisa. I'm really struggling to hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I know better say. Ubetime gina so.
I met me gina so. Yes, as well. No, what I met gina so. Let's try it. But I'm almost getting. I'm actually driving. I'm in the next 5 minutes. Maybe if I'll move the conversation to my laptop and see say nobody okay na.
Okay, but upeso abaminya udru fi na wa link up. Why?
Mate, just give me some few minutes. Maybe if you say here.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, in terms of for yemi ana oba, yemi ana oba waye krado pa Senior Emmanuel. Yene ne ba be show na na pa ba bia wo bi na ya no pa wo ye real fan sa. Ras Media GH on YouTube. I was therefore message say, oh, hear me about more than hear me on TikTok, Ras Media GH, and also on Facebook, Ras Media DH. What you have to do, and say, follow me to become part of the family Ras Media. YouTube one so subscribe for Sesi Adomano so. Say the way about life will be ana ubenya notifications. Say my no be join me. Na edi jumadi no ahihye so tem. Abusiamfo ene ye be boss Sammy Gyamfy to. Sammy Gyamfy akoto TV bia. Sika odi to TV no. Etimi to BMW mono pa. Apart from the procurement enrichment, you know, Sammy Gyamfy akoto TV bia ne bo edene sere BMW car mono. Na yebedi ho nkobo. Nye no nko a. Yebesa ya kasa fa petrol any diesel a ene ne bo high rocketing. Say, oh, sisters, Bawumia, high rocketing. Yes. Yemi akwasi ampanyi we nso ene ebeka ne ho asem. Nemba pacho mo mfa nche me se maye hash kakra wa mesremo a. Papa we ai munyina mo kai stubborn academy. Nyankopon obeso nkum wo dika ball dam. Munyina mo kai stubborn academy. Yebeka ne ho asem ene. And then Sam George, the Minister of Communications, said Ghana is going to go into a SIM card re-registration or no friend proper. We will bring video evidence to tell you Now the question that I have that I want to ask and say, Sam George, and as a minister of communication, you have nothing less, nothing more, no other plan, no other idea. I dream a good to Nyansa be an so good to Naya de Monobi. Am I even a sector rather than to go back and do what your predecessor has done? You see why I told you at the beginning, say, Amamwona Yadino, Enya Kasa, Enya Temudidi, Enya Mpuetra. It is all about knowledge. Papa, we ought to wait. Adrena Kwasi, Commission, Baby Jina Hana Ejina. Tim Yepa, Aqua we Ojina way, Adrena Danity no, Aquasi, a commission. On a ministerial position, I had a man not to honor. He don't know what he should do with the ministerial position. It's a non TV so and not threat a man for. Threaten, we will find you, we will arrest you, we will one. Are you the man in charge of the Ghana security? Just say from communication minister to the internal minister. Hey, Sam George, I didn't know and kwasi abrofo na waka wana brabo. And as Sam George said, every Ghanaian must to go and re-register his SIM. Yebeka no mwasem our platform we so. I'm a babia aye the dead. Everyone so the majority leader in parliament. Abba Sikana Muji free, the so-called guys are now a person who will police moi. Sabio, young form, Yajo Musikadino, the minority, the mighty minority, Bisa to avoid young can say discouraging the guys, you know. Nkabano and we found on want to nyanya the mission no. Amusika fa mo. Mahama yariga papa no ntumi nko tamale biem no. Osi on taste or on tiase kura. He is not going to refund any money to anyone. And also yebeka mo asem. Everyone so na ye basu bi ma patro bo ekosoro pa. Na patro bo na ekosoro no anyansafo a yewo platform we so. Any nyansani bi oye Ghana ni ba bia enim se enye jo mahama ne fort ena ama patro na diesel ekosoro. Na mbom no kwanya ofa so kasa ye abra patro bo ko so 1 pp aban bresunti no. Yes, you prefer say sabre we no. Akwankyere ni nyansa omo ka kyere MPP aban say onyo emma price no bo no mra form no. Ene ye ba bebisa Jo Mahama any the minister of energy sabre no ono na all criticizing another pa no. Ene ye be boni video no ye bisa ne say the okan ye no onfa ye adwuma we don't need anything because na me no ka say patro no bo no kosoro. This is because Brana Mahama te abontene ana Ukraine and Russia for ntokwa na asie no. Mahama hwe nim ka kire ye say Ukraine and Russia about 7,000 kilometers far. It is almost cool. Ghana doesn't have to suffer because of the war in Ukraine and Russia. But then Mahama say the echo so Iran and Israel for them no. Obviously, it will affect Ghana, the economy. In fact, and the petrol and diesel prices are skyrocketing. Ernest Afari Medasepa skyrocketing. Skyrocketing. And also, be doing Konebisa Mahama say, "Ade how come? Omena no me yano. Mimi ayawo. Amu kufo And same way, and never be home combat. One, when you say, Yentie, you about me and video way again. Now you're saying, Abedra, not yet the natu. Yentie.
What Dr. Bawumia said while he was in the Upper West region.
Look at what is happening in Ghana today, and you will have no conclusion. No conclusion. This the most incompetent, uncaring, and corrupt government this country has ever seen. Why do I say so? Last night, I received the news, as all of you have received, that upon all the troubles we are going through and trying to survive this phenomenon that they have inflicted upon us for the last 3 years, they have decided to increase the price of food by 9%. How uncaring can you be? This is the government that said, I care for you. Where is the care? Don't you have any empathy for the suffering of our people? You have to increase in this period where people are trying to buy diesel, to run generators, businesses and individuals. This is your thank you to them, to increase further the price of petrol and diesel and other fuels. And this is why we are saying this is the most uncaring government. If you are a teacher today, if you've been employed even for 2 years, after working for 2 years, they will pay you 3 months' salary. Isn't that the case? Is that caring? If you are a teacher trainee today, they've cancelled your allowance. Isn't that the case? And if they bring money for SADC, for the development of the North, they steal it. The NHIS is collapsing. Cash and carry is back. People are rejecting the NHIS cards. Today, pensioners cannot survive on the pensions. And therefore, my brothers and sisters, this is why we say we owe it a duty to the people of Ghana, to the people of the Upper West region. We owe it a duty to all get up and work hard between now and the election in 2016 to change this government. It is time for change.
Yes, and yes, some you would about me, I can't ye, but who could anywhere and you're reasonable. Dear America, and there are no say. And the ya meneu egusua ye kasei. And the ya meneu egusua ye kasei. National Health Insurance. Enya juma bill. The National Health Insurance, no, and this is why they omuaguno. And this is the truth. National Health Insurance 2015. Now you can say you're gonna be an Jimmy. Today, lad, I'm talking. You're gonna and you're Juma Bill. You're Richard Mwakwaba. So everything Dr. Bawumia said in that era of 2015 no, has tended to be the issue of today, 2016, 2016. Why? Why? I didn't see dear Hobonesa. Dear, and my dear Hobonesa. Now, well, in fact, I'm saying, brother, no. He's putting a lot of time in getting to us. So I think we must start the show. In any case, and I'm an say, petrol board is skyrocketing. Now, Ghana for Assembly, Eddie Bisa and DC. Would the young faster Koran born in your den say any example of what's going on? Another day, I'm no say diesel, petrol, nebo, ewo anyway. Now, I say I did piano, and yes, some young people into me jubilate. It's a petrol boy, I don't know. I'm not jubilating at all. I'm not jubilating. The entire man deal with about something to talk about, and I say, yes, oh, we for sir, no, I feel, oh dear. Say, oh, we for and sir, no, I feel, oh dear. Because one of 4 months, I say, and to one out your use side and the politics. Now, but now, Yashua, when it comes or when it is coming, it is doing. Yadibayo. Me Bra Ukraine, Russia war, and Tokwe see ye COVID, Emma, much by, but Ukraine, you, Russia, the best say everything. Anna crude oil, petrol, boa, man, send gas super jaco, so up to $120 per barrel. NDC went around in the country by telling Ghanaians, said, Akufo-Addo are buying insensitive. Akufo-Addo are buying and Ghana for home. Amuko, which actually would the entire Akufo-Addo are buying buying be on Ghana for. Which actually said a 2 billion more petrol no so. I was said Akufo-Addo are buying Ghana for one. Enka, why are they? Where ye and dear free so. Omokaya, Emma to Ghana for us to say, Patron, I won't say a 2 more on it, dear. Now, so say Akufo-Addo, you papa and try that soon, Uncle Yinina. Amma sub you, Patron, never about from Eddie Amagana for. Bra, and in our chin, and in our tree, and in answer, and this is for the dear buying. Or mobile, another world market price and at the other form. No, what the NDC did, then they say. On what the tax and for ever can who deal levy, almost doom so levy. Yes, or would try that down there never no more, there'll be almost be back home. And then it is skyrocketing. Bibia Ayashi. And then the same thing happened in Tokafu Fresi. Kura yetu patu also pa. The NDC is now selling the price to Ghanaians based on the world market price. You may have a man to platform so that you didn't come on a break. Hello, Emmanuel, why are you ready?
Maybe try.
Okay. Miriam Pacho, Yamuakwaba.
Maybe also na baby aboko dear.
Nanko Panado may have a call now, swear.
Yeah, to the amponya kupase. Na then I coso. A true for so obi ahoye dear.
Oh, I had a Bibia, Bia, Bibia, possible copa, Bibia, Bibia, yeah. I'm happy to have you here.
A pleasure to join you as well.
Thank you. Yes, enti so bet me achie for na ye di kan ahyase e de issues e wo board aba.
Na mame fa we fidie no so enchia etiefo ni na ene de me ahua say metimi join mo. Now I was contemplating whether I'll be able to join or not, but me the chodi ampo nyankopo ase say wa mame ebre a metimi join them because I would have been a bit disappointed say metimi join them. Nti mame fa we fidie no so mechi out here for na say o mama me sa abotre no etimi ene omo ba bedin komo.
Yeah, so mo akwa aba e wo fi hanom. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, the uncle boss is what to me. I am na what I'm back because you know, I was appointed best 1.5 hours ago, but I was wondering. In any case, no problem. Important is what about do. And I mean, I said.
Yeah.
What by the young go straight to the point. Now, you need a home combo, and then Ghana my in himself, Ghana my was directly in a voter region, right?
Yes, meti water, but see a many workers no may work greater Accra, my Accra, may 1 or 2 other things I work greater Accra.
Okay, I see. In any case, I say, "Oh, Ghana, my mom."
Me Ghana, my mom.
Says here, yeah. And for since I bang we better now, could you me and my permanent? Dear Pa, no one was a wire in a year.
Then pan and members of my name.
At the Papa Ben, who are bang with him.
Oh, at the papa ne pan dear. Met me a cast a buying we buy no my and your mother be Sanyo mano a blanco folk room. And my boss would tell Ama who said, a buy we, Bawumia bano. O my juma pa ejuma no my juma kese bia ama enkofo bebre ni agye ade baako a o my ne se enne amene wo kase yi aban ne ban no o matimi apam emmebu no bebre afri o madwuma mu over 30,000 young Ghanaian workers and aban we apamomu every omajumemu and sa directive we na free openyi Julius Debra on the chief of staff of the country and at the presidency on the signing sakrata we a directive say every government institution be omumpamu emebuna Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo any Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia formu wejumemu enti enye one of the topmost priority achievement abai achieve in the last 1 year and 3 months counting. Enti osem bisamia ade baako a esa biggest achievement hardship krom ha prices of goods and services was through to the extent say bibia obeka bia no ye beka $1 or from first no de bi omo ka say petrol aba from but see the minimum so mesan ka say petrol or from the minimum there but I think say petrol no the former call from rough with the no be na akofo aban papa ba what is almost slogan no onya kan is aban papa I am aban papa bampa enti say aban papa dia omo man hu so eja na say Ghana no de enka US ni Iran hu enti they are just our neighbors enti eden na bibi cause on mo be ka say we should be worried enti we are not worried because enim say krom ha de bibi ada din. And I think that these are the few things America says so far. No, Omaye ne kama ukrum ha ama yi Ghana ni bia ni agye se nokre mu osi odio hene entro hene John Dramani Mahama waba no watimi aye ama emebunu no ukrum ha.
Me that's pa na ye ba ho ye bedi nkomo ye pa go asema wo ka say cost of living any cost of goods and service ekosoro right.
Yeah.
And need that we are men or say. Yen him say Ghana Cocoa Quia omo cheddar at the gem. Yen him say teacher for nurse for omo che at the gem. Right? Yenim say light
Yeah,
bill cost about by 28.7%. Is that correct?
that's correct.
Okay. Yes, answer nim say na de ya no ka say. Sabio say e ba ne say bia wakwa akoye adwuma wa fum na watu no bae na opese wo nton kura na ano edene. Akuafo ntumi nton wo no bae bi ti say aburo emo ene na asefo, right?
Maybe trying.
Yeah. Yen sha sem fam free patro no. Odwene say patro bo na akosoro no kan eyabane na eye insensitive when I'm so am I want to say and I say he could have done something about it. But so open so my more video been one this if we actually there was say yeah one petrol prices goes up. As no comment our comment and I'll be sure answer.
Okay, and my share video name.
Okay.
Recovery levy.
20 for Papa we say the Minister of Energy today. Sina Emmanuel said I'm correct on that.
Hi, Minister of Energy and Transition, John Abdullah Jinapo.
Yes. Sabre we Papa we say na omu opposition. Sabre no muso no. Na Ukraine Russia we koso am patrol bo akosoro we wiase amansam nyina. Papa we kwatra Metro TV on the CEO, the most incompetent CEO of Ghana Cocoa Board in the history of the Republic. Ekwatra Metro TV. Emma Nanado and the then Minister of Energy again say omo niema bi say na was omonye. Mumenti.
In energy sector recovery levy, 20 pesos per liter. These are all taxes that were imposed in this year. This year alone. We had a banter over rates, but eventually all these taxes I've mentioned went through. It culminated in instantly the increment at the pump, fuel pump, by 13%. So you can imagine what the Ghanaian is facing. You can imagine the difficulty that the Ghanaian is facing. On top of that, they have increased the price stabilization and recovery levy by 40%. They've increased the boss margin by 200%.
In 2021?
Yes, they've increased fuel marking 233%. UPPF 164%. So look, it's just a cocktail and a multiplicity of taxes burdening the Ghanaian. That is the stark reality that we are facing as a country. That is the stark reality. And so we thought that with all these issues, we would have been getting to a certain level. We thought that at least we would have gotten somewhere. And that's the problem with the MPP. They see the thing, that is the truth, they know that is the truth, and yet they think that they can explain their way around it.
Okay, senior, we Abuja po no can say patron ne bona akosoro no taxes bi wo so ye de two taxes bi no mo so I was say aban no nka ontiti free but aban ni tim edrent no wanye say NDC for at the price way pacho NDC for the price emphasis Ghana Patrol company na ho na omo amotonton patrol e de omo bo aba a bibia che say patrol no bo ekosoro enam entokwa asie ewo Iran and Israel for montam sana happen mo Ghana bra na Ukraine Russia kuma patrol wo kosoro sa bre no mo no asem we so e na jo mahama kae yentie video we na wa ma comment bra yentie
Ukraine-Russia war. Now Ukraine-Russia omo ko a efa ya Ghana for efa ye ho ben. Yeah, it's your baby. Ukraine-Russia war. What's na play mu na okasa wo call Ukraine na. Wo fi Accra. 7,000 kilometers ansa no akodru. Na omo ko omo ntokwa. Den ese yesikasem. Na Cote d'Ivoire so nkasem. Say Russia Ukraine na omo ko. And so
a few moments later,
Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, has started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the development and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, but I happen
Yes,
to asem way NNDC for a kaya. We take our money the way.
I won't say they be a meme kase nyankupo empe bone. Na sebi ewiase na ye wo no o say yen hwe ye kasa yen ye careful e wo nsem a ye keka because unnim nia ebesi ochina na menim pa say his excellency and NDC omonim say sa US Israel Iran war we besi anka menye sure said they would have made such commentaries. There be anka make those comments no. But as I say enim guasi aka omo no. Also omunye bibia to make sure say Ghanaians see them as credible. But sabi yembisa so man penyi to me bisa say na Russia Ukraine there it is over 7,000 kilometers away from us. And Iran I know over 9,000 Canada. Now ukotie the current energy minister no ranking member of the energy committee also because of desperation to come to power into also ekokase or say then the subsidies be and answer the taxes be na aka prices new na prices na cost run yes ekokase would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And in some of the also in some of the also, but baby, I ain't no moment who say I didn't know. Media meaning pass a Ghana the enka Ukraine home.
Okay.
Ghana the enka Iran home. Because bomb no more to no a be enyambe do Ghana. The baby air cost so war amanonia ewo Iran ni USA. Na Ghana the ye din started with Jin.
Yeah.
And Iran started with I.
Yeah.
US started with you. They are just close to us. But they are never part of us. Nti Emma and Humbian Kaye because Oman Penina Maye who said she ain't see Ghana. Sammy Gyamfy can say Markesia see Krum ha just to make another albino at the time look very bad. And then I can't know to move. Until kasa because the words are all usually no is hunting him at the moment.
Yeah.
And for me, the will be Sammy America say US Israel Iran war no. Ghana the yanka oma ebe affect you because no your reserve of fuel bebre ya hono.
Hey, now price is so economy.
Okay.
Price no so fuel price no so strong eco bra.
Oh, price na there fair economy mo say beko. And some of them train Ghana, they can't wait for Ghana. Say Ghana and come home. Until corner and the economy. And then I mean, can say asset. And then no. Ocean global price now it's a little above $103 US.
Wow.
And the empire bonus say, "Yen no my be affect your mono." Ye bompa my war no say bejai. Then yes apa dia. What a Trinibeka say BB besi BB besi BB besi BB besi. Intimate Brunibeka say, and as a protocol, the Becca say, aren't got nothing to talk about this. You know what? We got to relax and wait and see what happened.
Time will tell.
Intimate ammunition. Party has here time will tell. To see how the initial Becca. The DNA to Ochodian Ponyanko Poso. Until on the part of Israel, US war not there. Those are the few things that make me account for now.
Okay. Now, say Ghana for mpaye na we say mo. Ya mbom mpaye na ntokwa we koso a ene mpo na yaduru.
Oh, the Ghana for we are immune to sa ntokwa koso.
Okay. Now, say Ghana for the your mahama chichire yen e boy ho ban. Iran is
Your mahama Ghana wo hono. Nti mahama Ghana de. Shoyensi wa ha.
I see.
I
see. Okay. Obanyansafo ye bunu bela yen kana sem. Me da say any your point on this. Yemko next topic. But you also kai papa we ye. So who no?
Obolo.
Yeah, obolo.
Mekana pa okasa dodo.
Okay. Osi
Onye dwuma bia or the DSTV production e the government policy wo krom ha de bia na odigi nene. My dwuma e de amana krom timi nye.
The sector ho na nkaso no o te ase de oye no.
Oh, on tie dwuma na se o te wase e be sim registration.
In fact, post media to hoyi or say this will be the first time in Ghana's history that we will have a proper biometric SIM re-registration. Now, asem we answer Becca Safa no. The person move video we chiro.
Okay.
Eti bra utia papa we wo position or see re-registration of SIM card there. They will not go do. Omo NDC for a from Stubborn Academy. And then papa is Ghana for you na yensan kosa like na enkoya SIM re-registration. But yo there and o eka efamo. Your take on this?
In fact, Obi Sammy make sure say krono ma bebo.
E wo kwamba so mesiro so me registration tell me na unko krono.
SIM card registration be no ma be. And then I say
and
then I say on my SIM card registration.
I say we are proper. I say we are proper biometrics.
Nia first no na den. Me nya be my mo bia be dada ye ne brofo akese o.
Sir.
SIM card re-registration. Ada eno ye brofo ben. Eno Sam George ne brofo and I say NDC for mo brofo. The truth is that we've allowed ourselves all in the name of they have the so-called majority.
Okay.
In parliament.
Okay.
And to almost sorry, kwasi anyome bi anomo ye almost sorry ebufu sem bi anomo keka. It's like you just cannot phantom in sema omo keka. What is the essence of this SIM card registration? What is the essence of it? Another party ban no so be say we have to re-register our SIM card again. Is that what he's telling us?
Oh no, see where the chakram for.
Enya bema Sam George no edwuma bia ye. Edwuma no mo de ama no Sam George on hunso. The truth is that Sam George is inclined when it comes to IT. Nti opekwan bia so ewia Ghana for owie so na wasa tap ya ma for line no be no person here nti ja no
na computer tankwa onene nam den de say na omo ko register na hwan no we are sure so onim de oyo bra asema wo kai yemia
computer no adamu nim computer kasa keke onim hwe o kasa keke nitiewu
o se computer onim de oka
onim ni oka nitiewu
no be a friend computer you see the head of the NDC a strong room wine and I was in nitiewu masa
ade onyansa ni bia na ye nyansa ni ana NDC for no ya take you for a year na nne na yankasa MPP for ye pesamen komenya any ensem nyoma nketenketi a ama nyoma atoye so se entina NDC for anya ya omudi concert party na on which soil am I say in which classroom na ono tanko kra micro ntimi na be ho ya forget omo ni hweka
like really so say yeah nti wo dia na wo kan kire Ghana for o kase they want to rob kwambes on some person from US on this
video no we are farmer producer no farmer me sa video no Sam George video no media menya panka Ghana for will resist every attempt not to register this as SIM card again because it's waste of our time, waste of our resources. Most especially say you bet normal Becca say we should pay any amount of money. We'll resist it with any attempt.
Okay, well, yeah, but no kakana nemo on one case because no case it is useless to read.
Abrantie na on any ejina video no more case. Double academy no. Say it you no so abe DMP.
Yes. Akwa we asem na okay.
We abe DMP.
Ewoyin.
Our Ketu North.
Oh. I think we said it was all about to be in government.
Said Mona Monya to me, MP before Monya to me, and Monim the way you manage it to me. Into Omono comedy or Monty, near also may be an Motimia to me, and on my Omodiana to me, from my Bawumia on me.
In fact, I say we are okay. A year hopa say ya register your SIM dada. Ya to your SIM, ya register dada. Na aban fufuro bi aba. The whole ministry on your juma fufuro bi aye say that be ensan konko the same exercise again. Na but my money video bi o kan sem bi o ha. We are now more ofana issues on this near koye ni. We the video as okay.
If you are saying that the last registration that was done, that's the argument of the ministry, that some people used fraudulent national ID cards to register their SIM cards. That should not mean that all 32 million active SIM card holders in Ghana today, or all 32 million active SIM cards, the holders must go through a re-registration. Identify those whose cards are fraudulent, because you can do that using the Ghana card registration database, the NIA database. You can do that using the EC voter database. Do that using the SNITS database, and do that using the DVLA database. These are, and even the National Health Insurance. These are all biometric databases that we are synchronizing in the country. So you can do a cleanup of that data.
Many months later.
Mr. Speaker, one of the key things that we need to do, which I stated emphatically during my vetting, was a proper SIM re-registration. And we don't need to do just a SIM re-registration. We need to do a central equipment identity register.
Okay. Mr. Emmanuel, say what the asema papa ikaye.
Metia pa.
He say he was explaining the intent you say yes I nantin enko de lie so. Say you register your SIM no to our Ghana card. So what is going on? A confusion and as a incompetence in action.
Me say, from Sam George to the president, omo incompetent. Ejumano, omo husu, omo nime ejumano. Enti oma yomo ho say omo sorry a bibia bi ombeka. Bibia bi omo ba no ma abe kasa kasa nko nowhere to show. Nowhere to show. Nti Sam George there. You see, Sam George is not somebody you need to give attention to.
Or a crown woman.
The fact say oye minister no and interested. Obi oye very arrogant sir. Umbu obi a okasa by heart. I say oye social media person. I say put soldiers for now. Ebi momo omu en kase ye no. That's how he talks. Intermediate ni eba be see there. It's something we need to watch carefully. But for me, like I said, it's a ground for small chops. Robbing Peter to people.
Oh, I see. Remember on second video no more in any case. I will let you get the video so that if you want to have any interaction, if you want to have any reaction with it, now why you want to? Okay, go back to what we were talking about. Go on another topic. About the police recruitment where I call Sui. The person more a video when the minority asked the majority say omumpe kwa biso omum refund amount for esika and farmer one. Asema majority kind of say they don't have any way to pay or to refund people's money back to them. Etiba me person mo video na wunti abra majority leader say omum for sika bi am farmer Ghana for boys no. And what you know, now I will comment on all the issue concerning that police recruitment.
Mate.
Mr. Speaker, I've heard my friends on the minority side mention at press conferences that the Interior Minister should refund. Mr. Speaker, they did the same thing, advertised, people paid, and they never refunded 1 Ghana cedis to anyone. I have Hansard of this house recording proceedings here when Ambrose Derry was also hauled before this house and asked the same question about refunding to the young people. He did not. He reserved the money at that time, about 35 million Ghana cedis. It is there, it's in the Hansard. So you cannot be discussing refund now. Let's discuss how we can fix the economy so that jobs can be created for all these young people. Whatever stand you want to take today, we will show you that yesterday you took the stand that we are today and you had no problem with that. You can't all of a sudden overnight change position and say that, money should be refunded. How can money be refunded? Is that a solution? Is the young man looking for the money?
Okay, Abraham, the economy, my minority is a majority for Omoni Minister of Internal Minister and Kasana, more than our refund amount for Sikamomo. In the ACOSO on this in this week concerning this police recruitment in Asifo. Amayaka, Madruba, Bissa, said, don't get your to me for a month for police. Your former police and one by a for na police for Akochiwon. He said, your podium. I said, look at the assembly because we brought our IGP so that NDC members will enjoy during the recruitment. So, I'm when you are any MP before you be such a young Sam Francophone, Sicamo, any the NDC for a canino, you want to offer. What do you think about it?
First of all, police recruitment and as a security service recruitment, no, a scam. Security service recruitment, no, a Ponzi scheme, NDC former critic. A then I wouldn't pass Ubefa and for 5,000. No one man for over 500,000 applied. Yakokan Mahama Yariga Bekatre say MPP muya the same thing and a munya revenue of 35 million Ghana cedis into Yesuyaba. Yeah, you have no locals to question us. Into no, if we are making over 100 million Ghana cedis, no, you have no locus. And your chrono case, no, not to say, and this your omono, they have learned in a grand style how to still bigger than the MPP.
Okay.
They have learned in a grand style how to be more criminally minded than the MPP. That is what they are telling us. Because if you are telling us that the NPP was bad, was this, was that, it was a crime scene. And then we now hear more than 100% of what MPP got. You know, how are we going to describe you? It is abnormal to hear this kind of commentaries running among our people, especially when it has to do with the youth of Ghana. Knowing very well, say, mo come and mo campaign, mo the 24-hour economy, any job recruitment, na employment, any the year campaign. Ma ba be mo ma emebu na djuma afemu to ayampi anchre. And for me, I have said time and time, say, the whole recruitment process, no, a Ponzi scheme. So only the way Ponzi scheme etaye juma, you agree with me largely, say. And for we recruitment drive, no, it's indeed a Ponzi scheme. Dinyeska. Sikano minimum person somebody here modi and what I can say authoritatively is say, a juma penalty, a scam omodiaba omodiji sika emo mebunu nsem. Na ye bufuo esaye hini say. Moint me amfa nkofo no na mo nim pass nkofo no 5,000 per na mo befa onim say no nkofo bi kotua 1,600 for medical checkup nipa no before be medical checkup no oko private institution eko checking the body bibia yes bibia okay na so bibia Ghana interior ministry for na ka say onko ye ne checkup no ono oko honom no o ma rejecting say yeah disqualifying say when meet requirements no there's so much in the 1,600 no o ma je didi yeah
Ntimpache wo na say the who can enye registration fee no nko a but there are other ways of
enye application fee nko a ebi musu over 100,000 people so omakotia medical fee which is 1,600.
Let's say we no one ya drop one earlier and ebinum so go through the process. The process be
out of 500,000 no out of 500,000 now omo apply no omo picking nipa bako 105,000 na 105,000 omo call medicals no nti omo sika no muji 1,600 no.
And apart from that 130 million no I did plus 1,005 times 100 and something thousand. I say sika bebre no omo wia
sika no de enye sika ketwa enti na make out say nkofo no omo criminally minded ni de omo upgrade is the MPP be here there MPP anya hwe te so omo no se omo sa ban papa ba omo reset ya kire ye say omo wia o so omo wia ne kese.
That's the whole issue of security agency recruitment. And who say a Ponzi scheme.
Minya a Ponzi scheme.
Scam,
scam. Because Obisa who say.
In any case, my answer. With you.
Obisa who say. Baby, I will no. What is your matter? Security forms are more bida.
Dabi, Yantom.
The other na Ghana pay. They be a bo ya yen color. They be a bo ya ye mebuna chronosa. I don't know Ghana pay yes. But the anka me fi say mahama ne reset na anka obeja forms no to. Na so nyo ye ne so the forms near 350 Ghana cedis no the 220 Ghana cedis. Enye chrono ene na eden. When na kan na me see omo no mo buy no ma bo chrono kese.
Wow. And today the people ba no mo ye ba reset na e chrono bono mo de ba.
Go ya chrono bono mo de ba.
Yeah, semo. Well, in any case, yento asona yetumi aba wo so ntem. In any case, asem we have a talk on say Sammy Gyamfy and the contract to be 11 million Ghana cedis. Akoma Sam Dogwe, the deputy chief of staff to John Mahama. na ade we what them call indices of conflict of interest, because Sam Dogwe deputy chief of staff. We so no, according to sources, no, kwanya mo fa so mo de contract na ma papa no single sole sourcing. Just say paja contract na de share nsam. Na ade we ade bia ye wura jo mahama ene Sammy Gyamfy ankasa omudi kan kasa fa ho se enya papa se aban e de contract ma enipa na omiem ema obia Ghana ni bi owo the capacity in terms of a company to do the job no betumi ayeda apply say opo adwuma na ye yentie de mahama kan ye ene de Sammy Gyamfy kan ye na wakasa fa ho on sa contract with the odun fa ho yeni kan entie ope mu na ankasa
laws to eliminate excessive waste in the procurement of government supplies and projects. Single source procurement must be the rare exception rather than the norm. We must also subject government projects above a certain threshold to value for money audits. And just this morning I was reviewing some of the procurement reports. And there was this procurement for poultry farmers. 10,000 units of something. And it was single source. The reason for single source was urgency. And one company was giving the contract to supply 10,000 units of whatever it was. The supplier and the person who assembles it was not allowed to bid. And so the company that won it went to the supplier, bought the items for 4,500 and came and sold them for 6,600 to government. And
okay, asana mahama can actually say aban edi adwuma ema company na omiemu manipa dodo companies ahodo mehwe adwuma ne bi na wode be manipa ba akono eche se nipa no ebokoro no Sammy Gyamfy so eka the same thing ewo ha
kakra bi afasika na kenten so a omo ne omo yere ne omo ma ne omo busuafo edi sika ne nyafunyafo tisika bi ani wa de be ye oman ni ye enu nti na ye bre no enu nti na ukrom kwan no aka ho a aban ne nyeye no enu nti na aso piti sa ye hwehwe no ye nhu no. The reason is corruption. enu nti se ye pese o man fa no tuma pefra e wo se ye nyina ye ni bre e wo kata hyehyɛ pro ye dwirim so na ye te so atua na ene kata hyehyɛ ne pro ye no new angle bi aba MPP for the bomb by no chrono yi pa e ya de a ye friend so source ye de akire nyina ne se aban pese odi dwumadie bi na insese obefa mra kwan so abamu ama omo a omo wo opepa se omo yese adwuma ni nyina epre bi no aban ne ti da bi me de ko hye dem na me de akoma nipa ba ko pe eno ne ye friend so source da bi me de ko hye dem na me de akoma nipa ba ko pe eno ne ye friend so source kese mempene ema ho kwan ema de opese wo ye bibia na emepre na de ne bo wo fom wo betumi aye ne yie ne ye mfa adwuma ne ma no na emo mi twabo na me de amanipa.
Yes, asem way and Sammy Gyamfy kaye in opposition. Sammy Gyamfy ebaye na anu an yenkote a yese de waye de ono aye the same thing na all kasetia when he was in opposition. Mr. Senyor Emmanuel Mpacho dia na wo kan efa sa asem way ho.
Go for omo yakronfo. Omo yakronfo. That's all I can tell you. They are thieves. Have they stolen your money? They've stolen the country's money.
Yes.
Almost your mind,
yeah.
Taxpayers' money. Now, on one, what's our bonnet videos is here?
Yeah. I'm saying the line. Okay. For your tonka.
Ni video now, boy, and but what you mean?
As I said, your tonka, pa.
See, now, bonny video. The video now, boy, no. O compare video no to nsema CCC no. Eden na Sammy Gyamfy. O de contract e commerce stand dog bin ne company Koreka. As a company no stand Dogbe Ninya Bema or your deputy CEO was neat. Or also a director of that company.
Ah.
Neye hini krana said contracts na mo de command no. Mo anya the competitive bidding. Mo yen to say restricted tendering. And access ebimu so say ebimu can sole sourcing or no so say restricted tendering. But agree that it is even restricted tendering. Is it only stand Dogbe na ye nipa was say omufasa ejuma no mano because ono pene work capacity na saying. Imagine say contract document the mono. TV aye nyina ye hwe. Almost TV bako. QLED 85 inches TV. Almost 800,000 Ghana cedis plus.
Yeah, I mean, most of the video no mchira atofona omo said they will can we are talking with the fact. Yeah, my memo video no of that TV.
General fixtures, furniture equipment. A hand for problem kaka furniture equipment. Now allow a provisional sum for supply of smart QLED 85-inch smart television.
TV.
Yes, TV. And only at 843,687. That's 88 billion.
I did TV. I did TV. Get 8 billion net to TV.
88 billion.
Why me? Oh, the
and you know,
there be first item, no item 1.
Allow a provisional sum for supply of smart QLED 85-inch.
And the QLED, no, a type of TV, right?
A type of TV. Say your LED.
Okay.
And your QLED.
Okay.
May imagine this QLED no wenim.
I say wenim kakra see LED.
And on the graphics no. Very sharp.
Yes.
Inches are here per day 85 inches.
85, yes.
Okay.
85-inch TV.
Smart television.
Aye.
Okay.
Into total no almost 30 quantity omu here.
Almost 30
quantity, almost 30 TV do. But total ni na ko 843,687.
And so 843,000. I'm the koto TV do
almost 30 quantity.
Into kwa no dey yan check it.
Into ma check ma sane adiama ella.
Yan check say no omo ton chroma e say.
Samsung 85-inch QLED no.
QLED no.
Ayi nyane board din wo mpa no we me call EGL for website.
Okay.
And I me ko nya ho. 44,999.
44,999.
Ne ba ko nyane board din
pa.
It's approximately 45,000.
Into the fan say almost 10 kra. That should be 450,000.
450,000.
That's 64.5 billion.
Say 10 put am to ya.
Aye.
And away so no amount involved near 800,000.
849,000.
And the fan say no motor no motor back 20.
That's
because almost on 10.
No penny TV.
Almost 10 there.
Now 85 inches TV.
Ukoto 20 side I
But come the amount involved near 840
and
4,000.
Let's say any chess and there's almost 20.
Yes.
Okay, senior Antina, Asamna will kind of home video na map open to us. Yes.
And see, wow, what's your video no? And to a crowd there, I don't need to even talk too much about it. But what I need to say, they said, almost I brought no more opposition. No, Mukataya pa.
Yes.
Mukataya pa. And Uchio Mukasa and your Mankasa mo president and also mo penny na ultimi or payment ankata. Ultimi said, "Ne come ne diomo." Na come and ne woman unti bibia no mo kan wan say bibia no mo de propaganda. Bibia no mo de propaganda. Bibia no mo de propaganda ato ho. And then shani akoto. Oko kan e beka to say stand up with the no de onye citizen na. Enti me bi say Brian Champo any Kenoforiata na Onokrano, he is not even a member of Sa company Krano. Omonya citizens of Ghana.
They are also citizens, of course.
And say, Linya Bema, at the end of the year, aba ya de botechino.
Yeah, the web
And on I de boba.
yes.
Say sorry that you know if you are to na buye nyina now see because nyina ya nhwe dan na so yie. Enti na nso abuya. Ene say sorry na yesi nso abu so a ene den na e be ka kire.
I want to head down this year, no. Aye.
It's at the end of the year, a gene filika doji conflict of interest in the view of papa. We are there ultimately you home primo because Abraham we or a chief of staff, he has full control over any government agency. And because of the fact that our access as the HR in charge of government business, as the deputy chief of staff, he has the locus to control any of the institutions as to which, area to take which contract to and all of that. But me crowd them say, it's just a microcosm of the lot that is yet to be revealed.
Wow.
Because I can tell you confidently, say, Sammy Gyamfy any stand dogbe. And not just Omumi and Nuno people. And this as a political party there. A Jumo mu ye ukrumha. When finally all is said and done, and we open the Pandora box, you would then agree with me, say, indeed, and Kofonoma boy abropa. Indeed, and Kofono Digana Digana a friend is a bonepa. So for me, I think that we need to be focused and keep an eye on this government. Because and if you don't keep an eye on them, they will end up using jargons and they are so-called a overwhelming majority, to deceive us in this country.
To massage
media. Mestre, say MBA yeni. Yema yeni ndaho. And yes, idea. Mahama nini endi si aban with you. Obi besi, the thing then go take do we. You know go like. And I think those are the few things that make me account for now.
Okay, perfect. Me that's a part. In fact, Obi are not the opposition now, or then you preachy against so sources.
Now opposition in some of Mokikaye. And you better opposition Mokasaya pa.
Then crofo video be okoro wani boso kura na okoro say ti crofo when the kasa say.
A black kwakwa kebi. Mahama ya regan kasa na newe majority leader can be. Haruna Idris can be. Enti enko fondo makasa. But just said they be a mekase who opposition so susu kasa. Baby a o kasefa na o kasa so a ye careful say nye propaganda. Because udi propaganda ichi adachi ebeba be so wakasa okom. Na to me nyanum NDC for omo nim baby omo de omo ti befa. De bi omo de omo ti ahye and entade mu a asa omo de si obi na so ade ne de you've been exposed. O jane akohin. But na say we go deal with you proper.
Well, okay, well, yeah, no moon so on Crofo, so no, I'm going to do a much here. In any case, the young couple said, then so said the Yama City, there was video evidence of what people says, no, to expose them. So I think sometimes, it is better to show videos of when they were in opposition and when they are in power, and I think it is just all said and done. And to the young fancy here, I am also, but she said there was some for a new moment because we want to talk about you. Can it be possible?
If
not possible, yeah. Okay. Aja minim say wo voter region. Na minim say wo yen kan say the BB ewo ani fa ne say wo anisuade hunu bi ewo wanim in MPP. Ubetumi adanedi e de akyere matiefo ana.
Meda semenya amesenya me yaduma wonim say a mene wo ka say ye call ade a ye friend no restructuring of the party. We are going through that process nim. Na nyame aduma say as part of the restructuring no. So ye bie kwan say ye contest as regional officers and nyame aduma me contest a mebuno position no, as the regional youth organizer of the voter region. And she says, "Yana Menoka said, I think say, that is the plan for now."
Well, enti said the wow can say you know say part and said the city no. Ya was saying ya juma wo fie na yentumi ntoto niema said the be ma yen kan say part na tumi aka bom. Yenim say voter region so one of the yen can say weakest region for the MPP because of saying you know him say NDC for Afa voter region abomobo in any case. And in assuming and answer inshallah making it possible so the voter regional youth organizer no. What are the things Ojune say Odiba to kwai mu ama party no e wo voter region no atimi agina na nan so na atumi nso ayedai attract more votarians to come and join the MPP party. It's question as you heard a word. It is 2 things, yeah.
But I say, I had a cry home, but I dare met me a catcher say, she say, I debate to acquire more strategy to make sure say, Nyamia Duma, voter region, yes, we beka, ombe making sure say, vote be recognize it as far as the 2028 election air concern. Mesume eba pro no se me ba be contest no. Na me na mano na me de me nhihye so eto akwam na nyame adom na ye eleti regional executives na me sure pass me ne ombebom. Ye de adwen ebe ye make sure say ye consult each other. Ye de adwen bebom na ya make sure say ne wo say yetimi ye na ye ma party no enya attractive we region ye nyina ye be ye. Enti for now they mean for a specific strategy behind about it because on them say baby I kasa or any dear abonte now ye the strategy to hand maybe na ya no more incompetent no ma be fa bia implementing. All I can tell you is say MPP no yeah very popular in the voter region just for 1 or 2 reasons, but beyond that no so no she share your my na nyame adum na inshallah senyo ebedin kunimas the regional youth organizer a message to it say ebeka yenwanuma omuye nkremofo no ho any other young people in the region JZ's for no ebe making sure say ebe reviving the youth front in the region again. Amen me wojidie pass nyame aduma if all of this is done no and then ye pese ye hu no we'll see it as part of the victory come 2028.
Oh wow. I think say we need such a young and energetic voter regional youth organizer because we need to work. So they are okay. There is something, there are things that we have to do, even though you don't want to mention them. But I think say you must work also on the front of, bringing the people who are already in the party together, because I believe say some people want to, and then I'm kind comment to be a Facebook where I say I think say some of the MPP members in that region has turned their back to it from the MPP to the NDC. I don't know if you have heard that. Would you be able to work on to make sure say we become one people?
Many a bema party Juma no a yahoo brassier and a dear party Juma. And ya giddy. And then minim. A boko. And yahoo brassier. Any obo. Nti otime fa obo kwan so ene ahombrase so ene nkofo kasa me ogidi se voter reading be kra behwe ama bia ne beji say yes abrantie we yan support ne kwa na mentina ama menjina ofidie we so enhye adade ba kwa menim say yebetimi ene say nyame ya doma se party for no ana party mpanyifo no eso memo no mo say wona ye de wo ba come August me ogidi say adwuma kro na omode be hye mensa no me bo modi a make sure say me ye medwuma yie ama voter abaye kra behwe.
Okay. Yeah, that's bebre. Na say for the voter regional youth organizer there, the only one name dina betumi de party nhihye na akọ nanim pa any Mr. Senyor Emmanuel Ama Pregnu
Amekplenu eno
ana woni kide ma amanfo de nemu yie.
O comment social media handles are Mayor Senyor over the whole Ghana, the only original mayor in the mayor of Africa, mayor of Ghana, voter mayor, Miami, Obi Biara ni Hobium, any other mayor be Obehumbiano, or Shamasia, or taking instruction from me.
In terms of area, the voter mayor, aka voter mayor, you know, any deep come away. And the message was so you voter region. Now we MPP for Otu ahin osi ahin for no bia. Breno dru na ye kwa akoto the regional you can say the regional elections na. But modern say obeka say Senyor Emmanuel there or na ye nipa say ye dene ba obetumi abuild back the MPP in voter region. But you better my your close remarks na the BBC because ya transfer chakra. You go 2 hours.
What's it me aye?
Better my close remarks.
Okay. Into my closer remarks na say yema ye ninda ho. Yembie ye nim. Na NDC party no krono na ekoso okrom ha no. Edoso. Now we have over 32 tons of gold. Yes. Sorry that you see over 18 of them. Yehun baby afa na omaton. So omaton so a pana maton mano say samayo say den yentimi humbesi ene. Nti de NDC abane de omo ye samai. Nti so omo ka tro say ochina also hun say omo boa. You need to be very alert. Nti na me de beja obi biara otimi say as a political party no as a young person coming up young guy de home and yes you be home with some of these things
and me da se pa say ye frɛ wo unya akwanya na oni yen ebedi nkomo yankopon hira no anya okese na ma wo nice amen
and me da say
you're welcome. Hope so we will meet again on this platform. Been very happy.
Sure.
With you.
Okay. Bye.
Abusiamfo yemia Senyor Emmanuel akperenu ene di nkomo no. He is hopeful the MPP regional youth organizer in the voter region. Abusiamfo ma be phone lines na tum utumi frɛ na wache wadwen kama ewo issues a me de ba ye ho na ye hu so de wodwene efa ho na me mfa nchi akese me ma we pa na me mfa nchi akese ma dafin kodmiyo etisen Kate etisen I love you too guys but I am mahama tretre comment yeah already yankopon my way. That's make the scribe quoi second 20 vision describe no oh my brother Well, in any case, I was informed by phone last night to me free. Now watch the wagay. Hello, Mami Monica. Hello, Mami, to say. Ya mwakwaba. What platform so? Obi ahụ ya pa, kuna ninyi na ọmụmụ ya.
Na anime the overseer. I said, Papa, what you mean?
Yeti o life.
Anime, Masama, Eddie Kai Michiao.
Ya Joso.
Doctor call and you know what.
Well, minyante ho asem, minyante ho mpanyisem.
Because actually we are not and so
Dabi. Aka 2 days. Omunya nwie. Dabi aka 2 days.
Okay. Master metos we need. And say, and Juma Moye, a Juma and one MPP. What they will, what MPP, what they will, what you want you. I mean, when I said the back commenting as here, tear for Kakra, on the estate, and the one out of the new year, Kakra meeting the Aka, and the actual Mamma, she share, getting more everybody. Because we share comments last year, we can't share them. Yes, and from one, and that they are reaching one more comment now, remember, and views, and they are also changing Canada and the Kakra meets me at Canada. Una about now, and about China, and Kawana would not come wash a ship. So then come up with but the Santayana, I think, and the glass, the amount views, is a guy. That's the second question. The second.
Waka, o de ye bedwene ho on back door na ye hu de ye be ya fa ho. Yeah. Me da senso na adwenkyere. So yeah, MPP, the Yamias, for a 2 year the best song MPP. Said before you return so some pretty and then come in do every time because we are saying being anything be quiet. We are saying so we tell that's what sorry, because I cool we are wanting to be more the support to communities in Bangkok, and obviously everywhere. And then say you for next year was to compass some what the MPP and power. Let's send me an MPP. Let's let MPP 4 and 4. Let's let a 2 and then a 2 and 4. The only fact of them and the Korean. If I can't pay more, say me along with Korean and talk. What can you every more? I am young coming. I am good at the bit in the Ghana. A bit map 1 Ghana, NPP. You have the NPC for a year, NPC for bar. The young come the associate and what they I'm a baby Ghana chocolate. It's an MPP for so young come on a young Korean. A kind of boom, a young Chrome man. You were to send it with me at theatre. Now, MPP 4 dragging me tea. What you were coming, then twabba, then let's say 30. Send the piano, can't be any new. Said, you know, the MPP, you know, the Yahi, free MPP. And so,
Even a baby and more petty for them. Send me a great to where I am in the team. You must be a that. You can't go to a bed. I can't empty some MP to soon. And yeah, I send the demon what I say. The MP and Fata. And Fata. A dear Yankee see over the 30 and a sad. So begin with this. And as I did, never banner say, I'll quite Mawa. NPP assembly, should be NDC, DSC, and so NDC for only NDC. Your mahama attend that. Only your mama and me attend that. She quite NPP for the Canotoliata Afaso. And I could for Kasaya NPP for. She quite another for the National Fast. And so now you go to put in there this for a jaffa at the share wall. Or for near Tabby, a year over Chanasi, at the one year at the swat moment in mind. Or be a what to be a Chanasi, I want to be a jet paid that. I want no more. Shut your door, Mahama. You play now, Koto, me a Koto. Your friend, I cry your double to a
Sammy Gyamfy.
Never a political medical. The cow got to the man, nothing. I come for a cotata of a pay. Yes, in the chief, you are all got to be a silly damn book. TV is canoe. It didn't collaborate the old school.
847,000 Ghana cedis. Almost 1 million Ghana cedis. Just TV. Yes. Gabi.
But MPP. Bawumia blesses Bawumia India and Nino. Everybody born or what the brother said MPP. Say Bawumia and yes, Kadiama. So MPP for any Guasia, a young food, a sadi. Oh, Colonel Bichi. Many blood and your friend. I love MPP. And to be a MPP dinner or solely dinner and one dinner. And to make me a show over time is a dear family, make your money coming found in dinner or solely dinner. In dinner MPP in my or Jimmy passport at the toe. Make your car for passport to Zimbabwe. And your couple back one Jimmy Pop now over 2 back or Ghana. Now my passport that's one. Me call ya, me passport because of the will be fighting. Or share that you share that smart, and I have a passport very smart. Then you have people grow. As South Africa, I will see on yet. You want chairman, you want a come on, money Bawumia, Bawumia, South Africa, t-shirt on the barrier. And yet, chairman, T-shirt, you know, and the call my boys, you know, t-shirt.
Oh.
MPP offering for the soul of the tea and was a tea for 40 say no more. Who was the best support to party? I would remember more putting my life. Money at the master. Go. A baby, I can say, there is some MPP. There is some Bawumia. Makasa Canada bow, Canada mow, me tuaba, Bawumia bow, Canada bow, Bia baby, I met tuaba. But miss some or soon kukuruku.
Yeah.
He said, MPP Nibia who said, awesome or him or soon kukuruku, dear. Can you play petino? Mube team said the NDC for petino, etino. Because MDC for petino, or much no almost no. And then you pay ye be you near some.
Wow.
Yenny pay ye be you near some. He say, and chicken near my binum so. I'm fat dog, Uncle Shaw Sunuko Croconum dear. MPP ain't in my power. Papa. Now, some lantian ketua. And lantian na youth, no, at see a boom. I plan and the party no about power. But you won't pay you for the be woman. Omo dear, omo baby, baby, omo fear Bruno. So, almost say a pet post. I did him. Omo jai post no my youth for that. And to the middle, the America. And you may, I'm an actor. Many a bear my was soon. Mon shani me be. Mo amuka e wom, mo amusha e jina. Mon share. I'll take a say, I make a say, things I may yell pa. But then I say me do me petting to baby. I met some more compared to us and yes, I'm sorry. I'm a bit candy. It's a mess, sir. Mon tuaba and makokofu. Now, mon swap chairman and my chairman won't to me. Now, obi be allowed to stand your what a dream pa or what pepper, edema MPP, mon tuaba man. Now, mon fair youth no, and will room. Na yehu edia afi Nyankopon ede MPP bedru nda sibla ami shira wati ya de nyokese ya de ma wa hoden abrenya nyina kwatimi aba bechinchin fini
Amen mama meda wo so asibebe bye nyame nka ho abusianfo ye mama Monica and I yet in Kano. I think say it's time to take another call. Yes. Now, but hello, Mama.
Mr. Mafo.
Mama, Otimenka.
Hello.
Hello, Mama Otimenka. Otimenka. I'm a tonka yepa. Bonsoir. Ah, okay. No, because I'm gonna be free, but me free wa reject it. But Mama try. Mama try. Why? Let's me free. Okay, okay. Hello, Mama. Aja, it is saying.
Hello.
Hello, Otimenka.
Hello.
Hello, Mpacho Otimenka. Yeah, you too. Akwaba. Mpacho ya ba na so e.
Sammy ada no manu pa Bawumia.
Yeah, the Yankopon ase. The Yankopon.
Ah, didi kai de nyame ase. Se Yankopon aka ho no abo ho bai. Na wotimi din sire mu ya ba na akofa ni pa we so abama. Ono so be kan ah takoma so. Didi kai me che abro nye.
Yeah.
Ya me hwe no so no mo no ho bai. Na dwumedi a wafato no so no na me mo ano. Ewo nhyira no. De to so doctor. Baby e wo bia no. Se Yankopon nhyira na ho den e de ma no. Se Yankopon ka no na dwumedi a wokodie no. Owi a wasanfa no bedu afia so bi mu na onto na dwumedi so. Ade be musuwe san kwanhyia
ɛbɛba no so deɛ etwa ne nyinaa ma Yesu die mu
Amen.
etu kyɛma wɔn tumi nso hyɛ Onyankopɔn nsa Awurade nka ne ho no nkyekyɛ ne werɛ na ɔma akokɔ duro na mi sɛ ɛkɔn no Nyame kɔn yɛatamfo no ahyehyɛ biara no bɛdwira gu sɛ Nyame te ase Nyame nso rehwɛ wɔ so me nua panyin asɛm kakra bi na mpɛ sɛ meka
Etio.
sɛ yɛn akamfoɔ no sɛ maka asɛm wei sɛ bra occasions yɛnkea ho mmom sɛ yɛkea ho bɔ mu a yɛ akamfoɔ no ɛborɔfoɔ ka ho asantefoɔ ɛne mfantefoɔ no ɛne akyemfoɔ no yɛkea ho bɔ mu a ka wei no mu ka ɔmo ntumi MPP foɔ NDC foɔ ntumi nneɛ so da bɛ sɛ wɔse kokoo akuafoɔ ba yɛ afɔm sika die hwɛ Western region nkɔkorafoɔ mpanimfoɔ a ɔmo anyini ne mmerɛwa ɔmo ka high pass ɛde bae Accra Cocoa House hɔ na yɛ akamfoɔ no ɛborofoɔ ne asantefoɔ ne akyemfoɔ no sɛ nka Western region foɔ no baeɛ no ɛna nka mo so mo toa so na wɔsi toa so a nka ade na yɛhu nso asɛ mo de mate ada sɛ nyina hɔ area hɔ nyina nso yɛdua kokoo
Sɛ aborɔfoɔ kora na dua kokoo kɛse wɔ West. Aborɔfoɔ ne
nti sɛ aba na sɛ Western region foɔ no tumi ayɛ dɛn ɛtumi atua saa na mo kɛseɛ wɔ aba na ada na yɛ borofoɔ ne asantefoɔ ne ayifoɔ no so yɛnso ate atena nti nka bɔ mu na meka sɛ yɛn nkasa no akamfoɔ no so yɛka yɛn ho bɔ mu paa nka aba bi ɛbɛto no Ghana biara na Gyamfy yɛbɛgye nkonim ɛfisɛ pɛ sɛ me nkum nya ahoɔyɛ a ani berɛ no ɛwɔ yɛ akamfoɔ no bebree nti ɛsɛ yɛtumi saa mmerɛ wei yɛtumi ɛsɛ gyina ɛna so na nso yɛtumi yɛ biribi yɛn nuana no wɔkasa no wɔka sɛ bi ma m'ani gye paa asɛm wei maka kyerɛ wo pɛn wɔsɛ MPP foɔ no ankasa no yɛne ankasa no yɛyɛ yɛ ho ɛne ɛkɔ position ɛno korɛ ɛfisɛ MP foɔ no ne ɔmo a yɛde post mu a ɔmo nom de yɛ namfoɔ wadamfo no wei me classmate no wei mene kɔɔ school biribi wɔ hɔ no ɛsɛ ɔyɛ koraa no abontumi nyɛ yɛnhwɛ the former chairman asase kɛkɛ ho ɔmo kɔkyee no Isadle ɛno bɛɛ kɛkɛ asase ho ɔnyɛ sɛ bi ɔkɔ wie sika ɛnyɛ sɛ bi asɛ bi ɔkɔko nipa ɔmo de ne kɔɔ police station no bɛɛ no ɔmo de bɛma no ɔmo yɛ ɔmo afa bɛɛ no ama no ama ɔmo de papa no sɛ ɔnkɔ remand 3 weeks afei na ɔmo hwɛ ne condition ɔmo de ne kɔ hospital papa panimu o yɛ former chairman MPP NDC foɔ no amfɔmɔ ani anto ama papa wei papa panimu ani mfie 81 years as 80 years so ɔnkɔ remand 3 weeks asɛ me what be pay na nyɛ MPP foɔ mpanimfoɔ na de nneɛma di agorɔ amanfoɔ ɔmo gye double salary ɔmo yɛ yɛgya wɔ ɔmo mahama nua yi chelsea a wɔyi su yɛ ɔde kɔtua du tiri nyina ne nyina ban so yi ɛdeɛ na ɔmo yɛɛ no ɛnti MPP foɔ no yɛde nneɛma di agorɔ so ɔte ase ɛna NDC foɔ no so na adamfo no koraa ne sɛ ɔmo kɔ aban mu a wɔyɛ bɔne a wɔmfa nkyɛw
dabi wonyɛ bɔne korɔ
pensi wo yɛ kan kwala nketewa sika ɔmo akɔgyeɛ yɛsɛ ɔmo mfa ma no mama yɛre ga sika a wogye ne parliament wɔ sika a wogye nyinaa nkwala wɔ sika no nkwala no ɔmo nyɛ ɔmo bɔ nso so ɔka kyɛn sɛ sika no ɔmo ntua ɛna MPfoɔ no so ɔmo paa ɔmo hwɛ nneɛma bi yie ɛsɛm a yɛ kan mo sɛ adwuma ni ga adwuma wɔ Ghana paa shoemakerfoɔ carpenterfoɔ nti sɛ mo mutumi boa na nkwala no mutumi boa na sɛ mo ma nkɔfoɔ sika na ɔmo de yɛ adwuma sɛ ɔmo yɛ mpaboa ɔmo a ɔyɛ carpentry na ɔmo yɛ yie a hwɛ Ghana ɛnyɛ ne muguase ma yɛ sɛ kuro a ɛti mu sogyafoɔ polisifoɔ ɛne fire servicefoɔ mpaboa yɛ kura fira botwi ɛyɛ suban papa MPP foɔ mpanimfoɔ mo so mo sɔrɔ mo sɛ mo pɛ adwuma ma nkwalaa no wei na nyɛ adwuma kɛseɛ sukuufoɔ mo kɔ sukuu mpaboa ɛna sɛ nkɔfoɔ yɛ ɛne ɔmo bɛtɔ ɛde kɔbɔ ɔmo aburokyi anyɛ saa na ɔmo yɛ ɔmo nneɛma nyinaa ayitele ha na awɔ nyɛ saa na ɔmo yɛ ɔmo nneɛma na ɔtumi pagya dollars efiri ha ɛkɔ China ɛkɔ Korea ɛkɔ kra mpaboa ne nyansa sɛbi nyansa wɔ mpanimfoɔ ne tiri ɔmo tiɛ sɛ MPP foɔ no ɔmo toto nneɛma yie ɛna saa mo yɛ sɛ nso ɔmo afitin asɛ na sɛ ghetto boys no ɔmo start na ɔmo yɛ campaign ɛkɔ ghetto kɔhwɛ wɔn mo so ghetto boys na sɛbi ɔmo kasa ɛkɔ akyire o so obi hɔ a wɔwɔ yere mmienu wɔwɔ yere baako ne mma mmiɛnsa nti wɔn no ghetto boy one day ayi Saturday bi anaasɛ yi bi a na mo company foɔ no bi mo tu nipa na ɔmo kɔ hɔ akra mo de bɛma wɔn no so ebɛtumi aboa nti saa mmerɛ na sɛ ɔmo start campaign na underground the ghetto boys no ɔmo kɔ hɔ a ghetto foɔ no ɔmo kasa ɛna ɔmo nso ɔmo kasa nso ɛkɔ akyiri And to me, they make me the hammer woman, and you know, so by my back say ye. Yanko Ponso in Chile, so to me, I could go do it, make off any particular said in the bar. Many about Esther Bowers Michiano, it's your Bia, Drama Platforms, Pia, Michiano, I mean, slow. Messuin was it.
Mensume da ase. Yame enhyira won so na onye okese Yemi Anthony. Yame nka ho. Yemi Anthony Mr. Osei Anthony, the CEO of Tony May Enterprise. Ewo Kantamantolem 5. Ope weather papa de de mpaboa. De belt, de ka mu nkonwa, de da mu nkonwa. Original Italian leather. Ope papa eno ene Tony May Enterprise ewo Kantamantolem 5 okoho a onsa ebeka leather papa na ode ayeden adi udwuma a opese womfa eni ye wo ye next caller wo ho ye sister Esther me amedofo baba akope are you ready say one yen ebedi dwuma kakra nti obejo ene yen na wakire yen ono so de odwene fa ho mame mfa nche akese emfa ma menwia Richard Mwakwaba Diva Show mame Mwakwaba pa me so afa cheme manhu ntem ancha yenwia ba we e TikTok Diva Show obo adwuma pa TikTok and YouTube Diva Show enti bo madena hwe na chi akwan na ko support no na ono so na dwuma ye enye den enko nanim kama
Hello, Mr. Mafon. Good evening.
mame eti say pa cho me ho ye pa na nso e
Yes, what mom, share with you for my brain so the Cassam.
ojo so pa wadi kan kura po say yen chia o empama
I don't be open some pa. I'm sure that I see. Yo, Mr. Mafon.
mame
The brain, yeah, on any year show you walk Cassam or Cassa or your strategy work. May I will vote aside for non fun to jar.
yeah.
But the person is not in the million years as NPP. Omo accept you because se omo NPP atuma for so many years for NPP atuma. But NPP ba hweniema omo yema wo. Mutna ho ema okuja to abrokwa. Eye propaganda tamo omubue dam.
Yeah.
And some okuja to kampa na nadu ne naban. When some George, the arrogant, some George we arrogant guy we. I mean him sabita frate. Kumukra ewo bema yo tina we mpeni fomu fanteme. So what you say? Now some George to me throw short any kind of language and my citizens anyhow okay. But people still laughing. Abrochra say obia ni wa obeso san kwasta sem we ya and this party near day eyo man. So what you say? Mwanka samutna say edina nado ene na ban Esther oyem president be pana for yem to sana nado da
Nobody.
na nado eniema bi wo hɔ a ɔma ɛyɛ mmerɛma wɔ mo bi mi firi sɛ bi a nipa wodu wo mfie bi so a no wabɛyɛ sɛ me maame sɛ yesu fa no otumi prim yɛn ama wa wo bɛ wo body no ɛhome but ɛnɛ ɔhwɛ ne nana no sa na wo ankasa wo proud wo sa ka ne nana no ɔsɛ ade nti wakɔ akɔfo no na maame sɛ pita sɛ maame ɔkae de ɔde yɛyɛ ana so I said, maybe the fee say Pia, a year 8, and a man and not to ma a month for or something woman. So what said a memoir NDC able to see a ya. Can your more citizens or yow and what won't film? But then at the same time, wouldn't me or Nubasa say, you catch the woman or mine. But that's not the way I was to treat your man for. Pray your Casa as MPP phone call get to not only money. When you say Ibrahim Mahama, or Fidi get to phone with drugs,
Yes.
Monday, Munkodi, Namunkwase, Namunkodi Chanson Count, Munkoton and Chiokoteni Fo, Namuni, Uvia, Muniskanam Fanko Day, and Copel, a man's in a day, and count Ibrahim Mahama, or call get to pa, the Deventina, if you are not get to phone it yet. People saw Satawale, who will say Satawale on it, get the phone at the diablo.
Yeah, baby.
And they love him.
Very well.
A do so Omuya, you know, Omu is to Satawale influence Kakra, Edima ghetto boys. Until say, Omu ba power, Omu a yoke of Fokopadi, a can say, Satawale, the car, Omunina, or Mamelo down. Ibrahim Mahama, a Chiesica, I was social media, so Chiesica, a car, Ghana phone panning phony piano yet, Asafo, Opia, or Kamanu. Sasia, what thing you are Ghana?
WWBianca Sabi.
Obia, the bread, the payroll, as a leader. I will that you are power to me at the Obia 1 year Juma at to pay Rosso, not your market no taxano at the map your own Juma. As often more do mato and then my young baby. Shankula purpose where you do a cancer where pay Rosso no old Mukan. A ye obi mammy. Adia wako tungu jumsika na odi yede. Etianika. In the history of Ghana, mami mu ya ye drew seno. What to say? Opia pukoko nisika asa adia ba fomoda. What to be that? Also in the history of Ghana, what to say? NHIS for wamudini ebe kwa buku. Ama Senator Fletcher who file and do it. It took Nanado and his party and NPP party from your papa for maternity in our Dubai. It took NPP people, to do it. Now we are Ghana, so we are Ibeni, so we are Fantini, so we are Santini. Between a hair capsule with some marginal. A Musia would be marginal. Because a banya or bow to make the intervention to her, and Mamu a bit so. Nana to the Ghana taxpayers, when Jabba Bianca says school now, Miss Ramono, I am me bottom, Mimi Abu down Kwani bottom, and I'm a dear Shamoma. Or say a double corner dear, can go. But the taxpayers sick and every another day, and the Shamoma. But what me now, and this is what the propaganda be catch them will say. And near so for Mugu or Manimuno. At me, we almost said you are still woman who catch them will say. As straw, Nana to the end of wire, and yet taxpayer, you can order them from. Yes, and now when never be a Cassania taxpayers and order them for land. And then, put now Cassim between at the moment, school is out.
I go on.
The stars also toss to be security for an anado and Mumanchi Monka Dana Namudi Daddy the Mono. Mudana Mudana is your new Gumusono. Never for anado sacrifice or manisika. And this is bad, you know, Mudama Munkami and this is bad Bemono. A dear no my yama moi, a soon posted than another yamam. Or manisika, or citizens, doctors, nurses, teachers, and no more no or magada. At the play, at Ibrahim Muhammad Yade, Asuso. Ghana for Sabita Fashion, mean you will be at a sick resin, I have dream. Petro, Edna, I am Mupiatin. Ghana neighbor to me at Tony with these few seconds with the click of finger. I want utumi tena hɔ ma NDC-foɔ daadaa mo hwɛ ɔma no agyapadeɛ nyinaa na ɔmo fom fa ɛso wotie sɛ ɔbɛka sɛ as a president, former president, now a president, say Nanado any new animal we are gonna japadia and the one would be Ibrahim for far book babon and look yama among 4 year propaganda book a japadia book Emma host that Yan is Siatia Berman Hunyakono a corner one or your Bema will be a sanka get no me called the appointer. At the force, I know. This is the access of the old truck. And to me, that damn say, I do coffee at night. Then you said that Santono. Ever catch them say, Nanado, the gun, Japan, and my gun of former or my dear, I'm Mr. Mapo. It is certain waiting. And there's some judges who obey some card for fraud. And then one funny mammy a slow. And then some judge, one funny mammy a slow. Some judge. And then who will say who buy a new SIM card? When you make mobile. So would the SIM card and would you bribe and I would you the credit? Yes, some would demand. Magana ni biara rewo mum paye mum paye bomunya de se chediam ponya no boss so ni asase so wo ho dia deal with mahama ene ni dom ne encourage no obedili wutom kama eye kitwa bi o hwe ewiase onyankopon obo ye baaye no but ye free will ayeden amaye. It's how you hold that free will in a respectful way. And no one who said, you and it is our way, Mama, he can always take it back. Who say, why in a source also a dream moko queer? Mahama ni yana say, or move from Ghana, Japan. Bamun train. Tabasin tell us what my MPP and Mapa would be, Maname Bois.
Yeah, Saranoka. I omunya power.
Basin tell it, and yet, we got 2 boys in a war, mano. Nagana 40 Pumwa. Who now better a Kunyan Wato. Mo and a Mubeta Kunyan Wato. Why and your propaganda, Jim Nam the Baba power be a move. Why and your propaganda. Why your truth? Asama mukafana nado ene dia mahama o yesiam ene na di MPP de ba power eno ene di MPP be ba power so na nado ye kronfo na wo ye kroten wo beti o ma na ye dey asifo wo ba ene dia na wo ye wo no wo party members no galamse mama galamse Bawumia an initiative for you in a wool be a fan.
Yeah.
But was say, or best of the gun and a better good with your and then I say, and no number person. I don't know your profosa. Put your chrono, poor money chrono. The master will be a year or the air baby and the master yakam. Mahama. We know me Ibrahim chrono air time and no party members in a chrono more time. Chrono air time. Namwa. Mudi that position ya jema to kwa no say mon kasama NDC boni etia mokano ya de muma nyame ya de mu e de nyame na onyame ebe twu nyina maso ba mahama upa Ghana fasho uturu mu na ye ho no fasho upo Ghana ne ayi ya kan say citizens ni nyina no na fasho uto ebe piaba ade yo na wankoda bonsu yam
Aye.
esunyame yede oyi ni baye sa pepepe enu nyame ebe ye Ghana ekwan ya wodi Ghana fo na mu wo yaw atete Ghana for free. Na mesamafu uka ewe plan obeka sai so oye ayi wo ho. Me masama me start ya me say Ghana for I for no omo nti MPP muda. Eya obi an for be for be from bia they will accept it. Omo ne nkrafo bi mu. As far that omo pesa MPP beba power they will accept NDC. Because omo no bebre the payroll no bebre Bawumia ba wo ye de obeyi wo mo nsamafo nyina no mo wo awudom yesterday na ne bebre edi wo payroll na kanya asam ne yanka monya vice president a wonyansa ahobrase obetumi akwa de resources free baby dia beboa mo mo ye de oto abade mahama to about the mahama oba no baba baby wia wo man no ene mo ne enama be dia o magana fo me na ma awerho sami mama mo say kemukuta adwuni o semukuta adwuni o I don't understand mentiasie musisika ni wo man no esuka na mo podcast musisika ni wo man mo platform do mo tua na etuman but kokofo amedwadifo ebre koko teteno kokofo so mo badwo ebe kumase ababa betwa ne dwadifo mo ni ayede aje eden koko skama edwadifo so mo dwa ayede aye pasa egu na wo sa baba betina ho aka chemse wo na wo be sete Ghana ede na wo be sete no sete na wo de bae no wo bae na wo nyon ko to go dwagu ho anti you asema this for money wo asem money pa etuatua wo na hwekwan ewu asem mo nyon ko be matsam an mo call mo wo ye leaders aba ene ne party 8 tons of gold na wo ho dada no o ma baba ye ne 30 something point one are you saying tongues egu mu ria na mu ton I'm ashamed of you people mu ye disgusting akasa mu ya pro amu sare amu di mania kosu tama wuntu mi so onu na ensase sen money wu mu money ewu mu na next tama wuntu bi kaso the same case we ko international court wonu so be really case no
yeah
because NDC for say tama wuntu mi ase Ghana ensase mi busa wo mu se ene Wama na wa forest wo mo ye omu to go. Wama. Omo ye galamse no wama. Na mi hwia mu nyina moka. Domerika ye ni. Bisinya mi hwia wuka. Wo ye segia mutum bazani. Wate. Ye chama wuntu mi bia ye mu amutan ne no. Se na mo de be confirm niam so a. Mo de na ye se ayi black strip. Some mood dear, not from Mako Peg and the case, no more Sadiaba. Eboa, one year more, now, Missamo, you 3 and now back from me and said, Eba Brumia. 1 punching, broken 9 takes 3 and the Diane, Namuko, Namu, Namusa Pentrium. It's a mass, Mamma.
That's a mamma, I mean, come, Medofo. Yamame Esther and I yet tin and cano. I ordinate the upper kama. Made in check as your mammy Yafrin Pomami Moaquaba. Susie, I was with Moaquaba Passana at Dinka. I mean, I was with Moaquaba. I yet Diva show, Michel, ye Pamadana Pia Michel, Godwin Michel. I Richard also Michel ye pa. Mimi I will say Anthony wants to Michel. Mimi I yaw Amoaku for Michel. Yeah. Richard B. Michel also. Agostine Yabua Michel, Ernest Atef, Afari, Ernest Afari Michel Yepa. Mi mami akwia Nana Afro Papa bi Michel Yepa. Me check is so na me Esther K Barima. And I mean abada ya na pia Michel 2 times. Yenko ne yenko fa basima sibi ne call. Hello.
Samanfo.
But your temenka.
The only what you for me now.
At your for your so.
That's a sign.
But you now so.
I told him in time.
Your tonka pa, your tiopa, your tonka ye pa. Yeah, menene menene ye show no but ye wie man ko and I ye pick a course.
Any man because my tree
I'm ya traverse 2 hours. You 2 hours 30 minutes. The chance ya check.
But I never
The whole platform no so ne mahama ne ni or movie Ghana. Sammy Gyamfy or the show or the contract. So source and akoma deputy chief of staff. Yes. And my phone win home. And Sam George, your friend is saying, stubborn academy for no, almost all mobile senior registration. And send me and some way.
Sam George, right? Sam George, some say no more to the wishing. We go to the time. No, you want Ghana city if you want to say, so we go to the time. Was winner, we free one.
Caution, where
what's the brain cheer?
Me say a simple question to Sam George.
Yes. What's the brain cheer? Who you way inside? You move inside that. And the near home. You see, I will buy one say, why paying into one so by new registration of SIM card. Ghana for you two will be after. No, beyond Quanko yet. Some of the St. George or Barbary account numbers, or Barbary Musica in this year. They are known of great loot and share.
Yeah.
And it is a woman person who seek our account in Ghana for 1 year. One person who seek our account, not yet, but you will withdraw from ATM, you withdraw from ATM. When you have a now, and yeah, the Bawumia and Noah, everything is on the offense and Ghana account. You are linking from A to Z with social security, with health insurance, or driver's license, being was that. And what 20 features? And keep on caution or not one pam. What about better one? You free about better one. Yeah, my may have reset in your card in so card in the at the project will be a reset the Babonia. You have a one day what Pacada is a Pacana, you was a fan. At the Abba Schumann because there was a thing one and I'm sure. There was one I'm sure. And to some dog, Chicken and Kelly near for the head of it, a baby. Bra,
Mamma,
Sammy Gyamfy Sammy Dogody, Oman number one from Sanya de Go, Timmy Somo to say a Kayabana, Doctor Bawumia 50. Now one was the Zukuta Tale, ye Kofa Babe Kahua. Sada no master of himself will see. No moose. Because only Beko Ibrahim Beko Sanana Danko, Eba Kobi and Shomunam restaurant. Nana the Danko, Eba, Eko Copensi, or friends saying, interchange. Almost say in a partisan, dear. Oh, no, what to grow fussy. No, Muchino grow fuck it, see you. The Passia Motia says, no, the Danko, no, ya, be a Mujani, a Mujani animal. No, Mount Mojani, Mugabi, or Chadako Mojani, the dear to Mojani, Nemo Mujawa. Mahama Bushia for a Muja, our Callisto Sumo, a Muja, our Samidobu, a Muja, our Sammy Gyamfy Modia, and an Agana for. Once the Munamako and Watto, a Chesana Monina now put it at the Danko Kuswag. This was your wound to a year so. Now you ain't 3 more for you in your home, she ain't not for my. A him woman now, before you to say, call, or be ye, yes, so be you. And Cabra, wait, a yadia colamo bro, and Yanni Papesi Castle and the day. Edda, about one wabber, and you juma. No more brothers who are law school crab. And ne, watching a cotton gold board. You want more brew, a cotton gold board. Then just said you want bobber. Why you juma? You want me to see so. Ah, Brian, you say you want to see so. And China, why then? When you baby, one young woman to see so. I'm a person over yet something. Ghana for Mujaji, some of him to me, no, my command, not my couple in that command, not because they will never be will be a observatory manners.
ye ka obia de na to platform no so ya ma sika journalist for mbebe oman Ghana na me nhira ma wate na ya ade oman Ghana boy ye ni na ya ti no be country broker to no broke we all day inside send and then obi etumi akoto laptop chenchine laptop ani bo bi se ni bi that ye go dey there so good boy honest in terms say you go dey there so wunya bi dey be bia you good to be free of ekwa na wo san hu ni na da ni good magic ai and omo dia bagam no mu yi nkonya akyerem enu owu so ben pass one tay go on tay and na omo man tie so so no to no ene kobra man fomo no ne ofene say ayi e for no YouTube e for kwabra e for kwabra wetu kwan some do ayi ofene say Captain Smart omo no mo tukwan Africa na omo ni wo be TV 3 for tukwan yes sir onyame ntwia mo kafa de ni mate mesi amagana na mu jia ne se nya basa wo stand dogbe wo ye me say wo boni a wadi na da hono ma eke eno wo Sammy Gyamfy wo de mu nkoso na mu tu gan enne yetimi yeso sourcing one person kwan ye bibia ye de e man I just send this for pe that na force they see nothing wrong with it that na force mo hu bibia o na mum na do dan ko enu ye bi nko ye bi nka ba na eja to gan me see plane de mo be to wo nua pa na wo to plane wo nua pa bia na wo tibi to jet wo nua ma ya wo ntumi ntobi esikafo mo gan yetimi kofu obi ade de brem yetimi kofu obi ade o ejifu nsam de brem obi ade anya wo bia na wo se wo jim wo fi na mbehwe wo din
Dabida.
oh man we are player for tshwe but na mo hwe min se wo ja ban na bra wo that na for mo sori o wo ntumi te ga na for mo sori wo sta na mo ko ntia na ga na wo sta na mo ko to mama doctor na mo Bawumia 2028 nya ko do mahama ti bon cost the incompetent don enye den enfri ho anyesa Ghana be ko ditch so fi an yedam ne no mo dida akasi ye be kata yeso na so wo ton Ghana na isefo aba be fi na de aye den akọ enso mo de yom pene ma ne tine bi se Ghana wo de mahama ba ko ti wi generator wo de mo kwat na fa ni se Nigeria obi e tete no Nigeria bi adwom boni ko ni wo de ti kondo Ghana St. George on Ghana into Ghana for months mo sorry na mo nkonji ama Ghana da se Mr. Mao
Me da nso ase maame bi. Yankopon ka ho. E wete ya honka. Yate ya maame bi ne submission kama pa e wo show him. Abusiamfo em se yatena se achinte no se ko bia eni akira me demo ebesi ha na ochina Yankopon ya doma yasan ababiem. Mahwe akira hu se ko bia eni akire. Nti say we are done with it. In any case, Midian Mr. Manfo Ras Media GH. And this is for no more Sam. Would do Muhuachia or not. But Trasia Casasa topics will never end because of Mohon Sam Edoso. But Yanadia, yet the Mubesi Anna or Chanko Ponya Doma, a sign up a beam near the Mountain Como. Meso say, but more than I like a video no mamma. Na and then soon your first time I'll be PM and what 10 ways so a Ras Media GH a Juma ye and say a bo MPP any Dr. Bawumia a home Dauro ye Juma at the ama MPP amanyo kono said 2029 Dr. Bawumia he ever sworn in as a president of the Republic na yenyina ahoto any ye yo abaya bra bom enti adwuma na ye no ogie tum na opede ye na de be kirewa de be serewa ne se oba na wa subscribe to the channel na wa like video no na wo don satia no asi adoma no so se de be ya me the video bi atuma wonso no obetumi anyanka ebo na be ka ye ho na de dwuma die no ahyehye so kama pa ye be wie no me de aseda kese e be ma me ankasa me wi panyini Sanyo Emmanuel for the contribution I ne or the mayen our platform we so na me sign asre all the Votarian MPP osi ahene ne to ahene fo no say eduru ho say ye to regional positions na bomodre na choose Senyor Emmanuel as your regional youth organizer for the MPP in the Volta region. Me sanso aka ade asesu biem so say osi ahene ne otu ahene fo amo the whole of Ghana otu ahene ene osi ahene fo a mo the whole of Ghana
me kamfo papa a ye frɛ ne kokofu edena ama say edru say ye kwakɔ to the general secretary now. There is only one person that you can vote to become your secretary. Obey an effective secretary. Obey Juma ama party no ejana na so. Papa ya uhunu hoyi. Onye akwara ewa amanyo semu. Onye akwara ewa panyini mu. Wanyini amanyo semu ayache wadi MP ewa bantama. Wadi financial administrator chairman ewa bantama. KTM hwa, KMA hwa, Kumasi hwa, financial administration chairman, ono ni di ye, ema Kumasi, ebeye Kumasi. Papa wei, ajuma wa ye ka, enya de ketwa. He has gone all the levels in the political, what them call career. Ene osini party no, wahu se, eye akoba bienye, enti, Babi wadru no or science na chi aba secretariat position ho said the beya the MPP aya ama na brabo akwa koduru no obetumi ono nso betumi aye bibi e de ache party no ama party no agina na so your friend giving back to the society enti papa we na make come from ma ye wura kokofu say secretariat position na there eduru ho na ekwa akoto aba na eyewura kokofu na oso nkoto abama no oye bold oye courageous oye intelligent oye intellectual osanso ye understood politician and oye one of the pillars in the MPP entifatu tim say papa we be secretary of the party no baga wire enipa bia ni wo party no obetumi a commander no to do what is not right for the party's growth and enti amigina so e de akamfo era Kokofu said, for the secretariat position in the MPP, the incoming secretary for the party should not be nobody else than Chairman Henry Kwabena Kokofu. Fatu team said that you drew say to abana, ube remember na watu aba kama ediamano. Maria Hosa na meden chake se mama tie4 ai mi ankasa mi aba ma mi bia me money dine. Thank you very much for calling in and thank you for being here with me. Me baba kope na afro papa bi team papa bi mame mechia ye pa da wase no bre. Suzy Ajman menu wonso mechia ye pa. Me ankasa me mame ya afrem poma ai mame mete wonka wo cha no wesu ache. Okasa ya ache. Mechia ye pa da wase no bre. Ena adinka mechia ye pa da wase. Samson Diva Show. Madika can't say Diva Show, another political platform, for MPP, TikTok, and on YouTube. We went a chia kwana support. Mami Diva, me da se pa no bre. Me mami da na pia me chia ye pa. Godwin, me da se pa. SK, this time, ye friend on Kakari TV, on ye SK BM. Into on YouTube and on Facebook and on TikTok, Kakari TV. Ubenyano wo. Me Richard, me chia ye pa. Richard for na moye mienu enti mo mienu nyina me cheche mo nyina ya amo akufo me chia ye pa Sammy just from Hamburg me chia ye pa me hot say Ernest Afari me chia osu ye pa Augustine yabo a me chia o na me nua ba na Dina apia me chia ye pa me ma me Esther K bari ma me chia na me nua Osei Anthony me chia Osei Anthony the CEO of Tony May Enterprise out on leather papa original leather from Italy, Italian made leather. Ewo Cantamanto Lane 5. Open leather papa edie diamond konya. Eka mun konya belt. Bibia ajuma ye de belt e de leather ye de. We bia no obenya leather e betuma ye wajuma ma apart from Tony May Enterprise at Cantamanto Lane 5. Abusiafo, me din ene Mr. Mafo ha Rush Media GH. Yabo ajuma, e de ajuma no eba na wie ye. Chacha munyina da munyina ase. Until we meet again, adios. But adios no. Listen to this video of Dr. Bawumia 11 good years ago. 2015.
What Dr. Bawumia said while he was in the Upper West region.
Look at what is happening in Ghana today, and you will have no conclusion but the fact that this NDC government is the most incompetent, uncaring, and corrupt government this country has ever seen. Why do I say so? Last night, I received the news, as all of you have received, that upon all the troubles we are going through and trying to survive this phenomenon that they have inflicted upon us for the last 3 years, they have decided to increase the price of fuel by 9%. How uncaring can you be? This is the government that said, I care for you. Where is the care? Don't you have any empathy for the suffering of our people? You have to increase in this period where people are trying to buy diesel, to run generators, businesses and individuals. This is your thank you to them, to increase further the price of petrol and diesel and other fuels. And this is why we are saying this is the most uncaring government. If you are a teacher today, if you've been employed even for 2 years, after working for 2 years, they will pay you 3 months' salary. Isn't that the case? Is that caring? If you are a teacher trainee today, they've cancelled your allowance. Isn't that the case? And if they bring money for SADC, for the development of the North, they steal it. The NHIS is collapsing. Cash and carry is back. People are rejecting the NHIS cards. Today, pensioners cannot survive on the pensions. And therefore, my brothers and sisters, this is why we say we owe it a duty to the people of Ghana, to the people of the Upper West Region. We owe it a duty to all get up and work hard between now and the election in 2016 to change this government. It is time for change.